is going on, everybody? I hope everyone is doing well. In this video, we talk about what damages occurred on the Yukon from the Ason Trail. That's right, aftermath of the Ason Trail. All right, so first things first, we're sort of going to start from the bottom and make our way up. The rock sliders, man, those rock sliders are something else. They took a beating, but no physical damage at all. Mainly scrapes and scratches. A lot of the paint got rubbed off of the side, which is to be expected. And honestly, I'm telling you right now, with the weight of this truck and a couple of really hard bumps, I'm telling you, man, at one point I thought, 2 points I want to say. At 2 points during this trail, I honestly thought that I might have either dented the tubing or just the mounting system that I made up for the truck. And no damages, man. No physical damages. And I'm happy to report my welds held up, which I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. All right, body damage. Thank goodness that there was no body damage. The only thing that really happened was just pinstriping. There was one point, as you can see here in the picture, it was just, I don't know if I rubbed up against the ground or rubbed up against a tree. No, it wasn't a tree. Maybe a bush. And it was just pinstriping, right? Just scuffs, stuff that I can most likely get out with a buffer. All right, so for the winch, no damages to the winch. The winch, it worked its overtime, that's for sure. As you saw in the last video, we did some maintenance to it. Just basic maintenance. We washed out all the mud out of the synthetic line. Kind of redid the end of the synthetic line. That steel area, we used shrink wrapping. And then I also changed out the screw to a button head screw. So that way, when the line gets close to the screw, the screw won't chafe or cut the synthetic line, which is really important. If the line does go over to the button head, because it's a button head style, it'll just kind of snug and cuddle with the button head. All right, so now let's talk about the actual real damages to the truck. Man. Okay, so first off, to begin with, when I did that crazy hill climb, which is almost, I want to say 30, maybe 30 to anywhere between 30 to 40 degrees slope going up. We had to go swimming in a pool of mud. Anyway, so that was like a very steep jump right into the mud. It was literally like a 90-degree drop, and I want to say it was at least 4 feet, a 4-foot drop. So it's saying that my rear bumper actually did catch the mud or the lip there, and yeah, 2 points ended up ripping where the lower mounting points are for the bumper. So I gotta figure something out. I might do like a drifter stitch, which involves some drilling of holes and zip ties. To the next damage to the truck was a cross brace, as you can see in the picture. Okay, now that happened where I got hung up on a rock coming out of the mud, and yeah, I got pretty stuck. I got high side is basically what it was. With one of the guys with the Jeep, he was trying to pull me backwards with his winch. When we got a little bit out of the mud, or a little bit further back, what ended up happening was I actually saw this massive boulder that was being dragged by the Yukon out of the mud. And I was just like, whoa, that's not gonna happen. At the time, I didn't know what was happening. All I knew that it was really we were on this rock. So we devised another plan. He was gonna anchor me with his winch, and then literally straight off to the left, off to the driver's side, I hooked up to a tree. And what we did was kind of pivoted the truck, so the truck would slide this way while I was being tied off by the back. It worked, and I was able to slide off of the rock, not causing any further damage. But yeah, so that's there. So the cross brace got pushed right forward, pushed a little bit up against the transfer case there, which isn't too bad. There's a couple of indents on the cooling fins on the transfer case. So yeah, so nothing too major that would impact the performance of the transfer case. All right, so needless to say, now that I have explained all the damages that has happened onto the Yukon, really impressed actually. The truck did it really good and didn't come out or didn't get damaged as I thought it would. So the next steps now is I'm taking the truck to my mechanics and I'm taking you guys with me because there is a little bit more going on to the truck. Now, it wasn't because of the Ason Trail, but some other issues that are arising and that it's leading me to do some next steps. But I'm not going to tell you now. You're going to have to wait until the end of the video, and especially when we start talking to my mechanic, Vince. So let's go ahead, start the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Softens the plastic, so that way when you punch it out, you don't get any creases.
Just make sure you watch the light.
What I'm concerned about is this crease right up here that I'm pouring on.
They're gonna do it with the thing.
That's what I thought so too.
You're doing it with your hand?
Yeah. How is it?
Good.
Oh, nice.
There's one little crease. Right there.
It came out though.
It did. If they're gonna punch it, but you just kind of pushed it.
Not too bad. Looks up. We got the rope out. We fixed this bumper. That light, for some reason, is actually dying. Gotta look into that, see what's the things like maybe about a year old. Anyways, next thing that I need to tackle is actually inside this engine compartment. I think it may be very dirty, so let's go ahead, check it out and see what's going on in there. Yeah, I still have mud inside the truck. I'm gonna have to take a hard bristle and also a vacuum. Yeah. You guys can see, this is my gravel driveway. You can see all the mud that came off the truck. All right, let's go for the surprise. Ooh. Okay, it's not too bad. What I'm not liking is that it seems to be a lot more dirtier on this side, which is where the intake box is. Looks like I'm gonna have to take apart that. Anyways, all right, let's see. Oh my gosh, hold on. Oh my goodness. There you go. Holy mac. Lots of mud. All right, let's hit it with the hose, clean everything up. All right, so I went kind of gangbusters on this. It took both headlights out. gave me access to get in here and to wash it. One of the main reasons why I'm doing this, now it's not because of off-roading, it was actually because sometime over the winter, the AC actually stopped working in this truck. Now I did, before we went off-roading, I did get the system charged. Worked fine, actually worked really well during the off-roading trip, but afterwards it just lost, like there's nothing. So the guys that went to go get the system charged, they actually threw in some dye into the system, so that way if there's any leaks we would be able to spot it. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to see if I can see for myself the condenser over here, see if there was any leaks. The reason why I'm doing that is if trying to determine whether I need to take this tray off or not. If that condenser does have a leak and it does need to be replaced, that whole tray needs to come off in order for the bumper to come off. So I looked, I didn't see anything. I washed it all down. I'm hoping I didn't wash the dye out, but I did run the truck to dry everything inside because we did rinse out the truck. Underneath, washed everything. Man, it was mud. It is everywhere. Is everywhere. Anyways, all right, so one big concern about doing this trip was this air box. This is the inside, and you can see it is caked with a bunch of mud. Inside, it wasn't heavy, but it was the filter was crazy dirty. I cleaned it off as best as I could. It came out really nice. I need to find the K&N air filter recharge kit, which comes with the spray and stuff, so I can re-oil this. Anyway, so you can see because the wheel liner's out, it's not there. But I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to put a sheet metal. I'm going to put a sheet metal to cover the bottom there, as well, one just to come up maybe up to here, just to kind of enclose it a little bit better. I know it may impede the airflow a little bit, but we have the hole right here coming from the wheel well. Reason for that is I need to protect this filter a little bit better. I'm lucky we didn't take in water and bog out the motor on that trip. Now mind you, okay, you know, this is not, I'm not doing this so I can get into deep water, and I was even thinking about making maybe a custom snorkel for the truck. That's going to be a big project, and I don't know if I want to tackle something like that, but definitely this is something that I can do for now, is to enclose this a little bit better, especially from the bottom, for just in case of an occasion where we get into deep water, I don't by accidentally suck up water because I'm deeper than my tires or even halfway up my headlight. It's just to prevent the engine sucking water, because that happens, that's it, man. The motor could be garbage, or I'll spend thousands of dollars, which is not even probably worth it, to try to repair the motor. It might even be better just to get a new motor. And yeah, so for now I'm gonna wash this out, then I'm gonna, like I said, I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm gonna do something about sealing up some of this a little bit better. All right, so we just got to the mechanics over here. This is my mechanic. It looks like the Yukon is ready to go. Let's go inside, let's see what Vince has to say, and find out what was wrong with the truck and what needed to be replaced. If you're in the Toronto area and you guys want to check these guys out, like I said, Vince is really good. I'm gonna put the contact information down here, and as well as I'll just zoom in over here. Anyway, so what was going on with the Yukon? So we had to do the drive shaft because the boot ripped, right?
We did. The left front CV shaft.
Okay.
The rear differential fluid.
And that was, you were saying that it was black, like pitch black.
It was black and it was burnt. It was overheated.
Now that couldn't have been caused by just one trip. Maybe not. No. So okay, so just wow, let's say I'm just giving you guys my chin. Anyway, so just to give you guys a notice, about 2 years ago, at my old mechanic, I went in to get a service done. I asked him to change the oil in the diff. So he said he did, Now 3 years later, 3 years later, this is what's happening. Diff fluid is black. You said there were shavings in there, right?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit of shavings, and it's no bueno, dudes. No bueno. You're saying that the gears now are what?
There is some wear on the ring and pinion gear.
Okay.
There was a lot of metal filings in the oil.
All right, guys. Sorry, we had to pause for a second. Customer came in, but we are in the back here where all the magic happens. But yeah, so we were talking about that diff and how everything was all black, and you were saying
black. There was a lot of metal filings due to the ring and pinion gear. Again, I don't know if the gentleman before you brought it to did change the actual differential fluid, but it was pretty bad.
you know what? To be honest with you, I had that funny feeling back then. I'm like, did he really? So, but I never checked. Honestly, I shouldn't need to. But anyway,
No, you shouldn't.
So, but it's done now. You said there was a lot of play in the gears, and
There's a lot of play in the differential due to the wear. Eventually, you're going to have it rebuilt.
so it looks like I'm going to be doing some research. Thinking maybe Yukon gears, do some re-gearing, and maybe some lockers.
Yeah, would be a good idea.
If my wife lets, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But other than that, truck was in pretty good shape, no?
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not bad for hitting that trail. And
Yes, it was
making
actually.
it back.
I'm surprised, that it didn't do that much damage.
So I'm really happy with that. So anyways, guys, like I said, if you're in the Toronto area and you want to give Vince a check out, like I said, I will leave his details in the comments down below. Check him out, give him a call, tell him that Tim called, no, inside joke. Anyways, so that's how it is. Okay, so that is it for the video. Overall, it wasn't as bad as I thought for the aftermath. Truck did amazing. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so is he. And also him, a lot of work.
Yes.
Anyways, guys, until the next time, stay safe. Who knows, maybe we'll see you out there.